Hello, my name is Barrett Sims with Moxie Music Lessons, and we're going to talk about different types of guitars and what's probably going to be best for your student, or for you if you're the student. Uh, if you've been in the studio before, you've probably seen a whole bunch of guitars on the walls, and we're going to talk about some of the differences between those and why they're good for learning and why some are not good for learning. The first guitar we're going to look at is a steel string acoustic guitar. This is not a guitar I would recommend for anyone to learn on. The um, they're generally big. You can get this is a concert size steel string acoustic, which means it's smaller and it's still big. Um, and the strings are steel and they're very high tension. So they generally take a lot of pressure to play. The strings are they're very thin. So for small, delicate hands or just learning, you're it's like you're putting your fingers, you're pressing hard down on a very thin, high tension metal wire. It will hurt your fingers pretty quick. So generally, I do not recommend steel string acoustic guitars for learning. There's a lot of learning guitars challenging enough as it is. Let's try to remove any barriers we can. So these sound great. You'll see a lot of your favorite musicians play it. Don't learn on this. It's too difficult. It's too difficult to play. The next instrument we have is an acoustic nylon string guitar. These are fantastic for learning. If you really want an acoustic guitar, this is a great way to go. This is, again, they're a little bit bigger. This is a concert size. They do make them in half size and quarter size, depending on how big your student is. And I can help you figure out which one is which one is good for you. And these are fantastic to learn. One of the challenges people may have with these is the fretboard is wide. These tend to be called either classical or some kind of Spanish guitars. And the fretboard tends to be wider, so for very small hands, reaching all the way across is difficult. However, they do make nylon string acoustic guitars with narrower fretboards. Generally, three-quarter size guitars are fine for most people. Half size is fine too. These are great. These are great for learning. They're easy to play. The nylon strings are easy to press. They're a little bit thicker. They're not wire. They're easy to play. They sound fantastic. They're not as loud, and they're super easy to play. I generally recommend if somebody really wants an acoustic guitar, this is the way to go. Last on the list, but not least, is the awesome electric guitar. These are a lot of fun. They're great for learning. They are steel string, but the tension's lower. The tension's lower, so they're pretty easy to play. A lot of people like these. They're fun. Uh, they do require an amplifier and a cable, and you know they do require that. Generally speaking, they're a little bit more expensive to start. So if your student isn't sure that they want to play, I wouldn't start with this. For an electric setup, you're looking anywhere from like $200 to $400 for an electric setup versus a student grade nylon string guitar. You're looking at like $150 to $200. Then you still need a case for anything though. So these are a great option for people who aren't sure if they want an acoustic guitar. Uh, how to pick between an acoustic versus an electric, I tend to ask students what music they listen to. If they listen to a lot of Metallica, classic rock, we're probably going to go with an electric. If they're not sure, if they don't really listen to a lot of music or not sure what they want to do, I'll probably go with a nylon string acoustic. They're both great options, and they're fantastic. I love playing electric guitars. So I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out. For students that are interested In lessons with me, generally we'll have a discovery session in the studio first. We'll take a look at some guitars, some sizing options. We'll talk about some options there. If you need recommendations on specific instruments, please feel free to reach out. I can help you with that also. Thank you very much.